Ow! Hey guys! Welcome back to Random Thoughts with Ken on her second channel. Now I know you guys have heard my animals' names and wondered, why the fuck do they sound so normal? You named your animals after what seems like normal people. And first of all, very astute of you to notice that all of my animals are indeed named after people. And that number two, they're all famous, or somewhat famous people. Let's start off. This is kind of a dual thing of things I wish I knew before I rescued and their names. Let's start off with the eldest, Grumpy Boy Nagy. He got named. It was a very tragic, unfortunate set of events that spawned Maggie's name. We found Maggie during Hurricane Irma, and it was awful. We found him underneath a car shock. Big old spring underneath your tire, in case you needed to know that. Maggie, nobody could really sex Maggie. Maggie wouldn't let anybody near him but me. For months, it was me. That's the only person who could even remotely get close to Maggie to have a prayer. And when we finally took him to the vet, he was still so tiny, the vet was like, your guess is as good as mine, because Maggie was literally the size of my palm when I got him. So it was pretty, pretty much a your guess is as good as mine. So then he's named after Minerva McGonagall, as in the woman who played in Harry Potter. Minerva McGonagall. And we just shortened it to Maggie. Or Maggie Boy, or Maggie Beggy, or anything really like that. I think Maggie has the longest name in our house. His entire name is Maggie Minerva McGonagall Mayhem McNab Martinelli Melvin Marine Mayhem the Third, which is literally his entire name. So, and they're all M's, but we figured it would be funny to name him after the entire M's that we could think of. So then now next is soon to be our next oldest, Jamesy Boy. I'll put a picture right there of my cute dog. Look at him. He's a cute baby. He is named after, and y'all can at me as much as you want, fight me. He is named after the Dead Meat podcast and or YouTube channel, James A. Janice. Look at those two. Tell me they don't look similar. I named him James. His full name was Jameson Irish, whatever. And I was like, he's not a Jameson. That's just not James. That's not him. He's not a Jameson. And so I was watching Dead Meat with him one day, and I love their kill counts. Again, you can at me, I don't give a shit. I decided to name him after James A. Janice, who does the kill counts. I was like, it's close to Jameson. You know what, fuck it. And so that's where I got his name from, was James A. Janice. So we call him Bub, Bubby, Bup, the Buppening, Bubzile when he gets the zoomies. Buppy the Buppanine. When he's in a really mood. He has a lot of nicknames that don't actually have anything to do with his name. He is known as Jamesy. I do actually call him, when he really starts to irritate me, I will call him by his full name, which is James A. Janice McNab, or Jameson, Irish whiskey, when he starts to be bad, which is hardly ever. Which, saying that makes it sound really weird that I would name him after an actual person, but I figured you only live once, and his name, he just does not look like a Jameson. So fuck it. And then next is our little baby Sherry, our little black kitty, her Black Panther, which is what she's named after, T'Challa's sister. When I found out that we were adopting a black kitten, I decided that if it was a little boy, or if I couldn't really sex it right, because you know that happened with Maggie, its name was going to be Killmonger. If we could figure out the sex and it was a girl, her name was going to be Shihiri, and if it was a little boy, his name was going to be T'Challa. So she had 2 siblings with her, both boys, and I named them M'Buku and Everett. The fluffy gray one is M'Buku, and the orange one is named Everett. I'm an awful person, I know that. M'Buku or M'Buku, however you want to say it. And a lot of people ask me, how do you actually pronounce Shihiri's name? I'm like, it's Shihiri. But a lot of people don't ever pronounce it right and say Shiri, which she answers to anything that kind of coincides with that. And her full name is Shihiri, the mini Black Panther, void of the abysmal abyss of the world, eater of souls. You can kind of tell where Mom got lazy. She literally, this is the first picture I've ever had of her. Yeah, that is the first picture I ever had of Shihiri. It's her screaming, "Oh my dad," demanding pets, and it has never changed since then. The only thing that changed is now her and Maggie are like best friends, and it's adorable. So in case you ever wondered why my pets sound like normal humans, it's because I named them after humans. I kind of was like having just like a cat named, why is my camera going out of focus? Anyway, having a cat named Fluffy or Socks, like that's not me. I don't really typically name I name my animals after things that I enjoy. One of these days I'm going to rescue a shit ton of cats. I actually do rescue occasionally. If you ever hear something go 9 times out of 10 I have a batch of rescues. And I typically name every single one of them after characters. I've had Ghost, as in Ghost Recon. I had Sally, Jack, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. I've had Zero. I've had a lot of, like, I rescue, so it's a lot of cats and people who are named after people or characters. I've actually had a cat that I named Sam, if I can find a picture, after the little kid from Trick or Treat, in case you ever needed to know that. But anyway, those are my animals, an introduction to Pet Week. You can follow me on Snapchat and see cute pictures of my pets constantly at KRoperwood15. You can follow me on Instagram and see more cute pictures of my cats at the little Kenny that could. And go ahead, drop a like. Just take your chest and thrust that like button with it. Just try it. Anyway, don't do anything I would do in the meantime, and bye.